Lebih dahulu saya ingin ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua pihak yang menjayakan program ini. Program ini yang diilhamkan oleh pihak Kerajaan Negeri Pulau Pinang. Dan akhirnya kita berasa gembira kerana dapat melihat ia dilaksanakan dan dijadikan satu realiti pada pagi ini. Ini adalah detik yang ditunggu-tunggukan kerana buat kali pertama Pulau Pinang memimpin lagi dengan memperkenalkan sistem latihan vocational ala Jerman yang pertama di Malaysia. Tahniah dan syabas. Now I'm pleased indeed to witness this day, the signing ceremony of the German dual vocational training program in Penang between the state government and PSDC. And I think the inception of this idea originated when I visited Germany. I was wondering how we can bring the success story of Germany to Penang. We always like to learn from the success stories, because you cannot go wrong when you follow leaders in their respective fields. And in Germany, vocational education has a reputable pedigree. Not like in Malaysia, vocational education, when you talk about vocational education in Malaysia, everybody shake their head. So the reason why is because the curriculum drafted by the Education Ministry somehow doesn't match the standards expected. And perhaps they take a very academic approach. When they talk about training, it is hands-on and must be practical. That's why we felt that it is time to take a different approach, learn from the leaders. And when you talk about vocational education, of course, with the number of multinational corporations in Malaysia, especially in Penang, it is possible to leverage their competency by providing the training not just at one academic center but also in the factory and facility itself. So you learn and work and learn and work again at the same time. And I think this approach has been identified as successful, and one of the reasons behind the German economic miracle after the devastation following the Second World War. And today's ceremony, you welcome in particular Dato' Haji Mukhtar bin Jaid, who will be representing the state government, Encik Muhammad Ali Hajar, PSDC, and of course the host companies, B. Brown, Osram, and Inari, where the first batch of 22 students will be participating in the German dual vocational training in Penang. And their course will take around 40 months. But after 40 months, they are guaranteed of a job, and quite well paying also. So of these 22 students, the first batch 20 are Malays, whilst 2 are Indians. And we hope to have more Malaysians to join this program, because we are interested to sponsor many of these students. The number of students which you want to sponsor will be revealing at another function, but we want to do more. And we feel that these 22 students, the first pioneer batch, we think that you have made the right choice. Because if you want to talk about vocational education, this is the best that is in Malaysia. So bagi kawan-kawan datanglah. Berapa banyak pun tak apa, kita akan tajah. This is, as I said, fully sponsored. These batch are all fully sponsored. So they will not be paying fees. But they will, of course, pergi keluar makan lain cerita lah. But they will not paying fees. The fees will be sponsored by the state government and also, of course, by the sponsoring companies. As you might be aware, in our pursuit of education excellence, we have set up a scholarship called the Penang Future Foundation Scholarship with a seed money of 20 million ringgit. where talented Malaysians are given scholarships when they study universities. These scholarships given to these scholars on completion of their courses, they are only required to serve their bond by working in Penang. You don't have to work for the state government, never mind, as long as you stay in Penang for at least a stated period, minimum 5 years. So you don't want to work for me, you want to work for government, never mind. You can work for Buddha, also can. As long as you stay in Malaysia, or Yeni, or as I say, Inari. These are good companies to work for, isn't it? So that is why we want to retain our human talent here. And apart from this Penang Future Foundation, we feel that we do not want to focus only on those doing academic courses in universities. We want to also focus on vocational training, vocational education with the difference. And that's why we are all here today. To sponsor the students, the Penang State Government is coming out with 2 million ringgit over 40 months. Despite the economic crisis and the reduction in expenditure, the state government did not cut down expenditure. We still come out with the money as we promised initially. For the thank Dr. Muhammad Zahid for looking, Dr. Mokhtar Zahid for looking after our accounts well. So unlike other state governments, we have not cut down expenditure. We still continue, whether it's cash assistance or whether it's infrastructure development, the cable car is still on. From the Jerusalem Avenue across the sea to the Penang Central, but it was still on. Because we still got some money. As a result of our surpluses, we still got some money. And over the last 6 years, 7 years, we have built our cash reserves. So even though we got to pay GST 6%, I don't know why Bill Roads also for the public also got to pay 6% GST. I can never understand. Not for profit, but for public first still got to pay. Never mind, pay, I want to do. But we want to make sure that the infrastructure development projects do not stop, will continue. Whether it's the small one or the big one, it will continue. You can see that our programs are still proceeding as planned, including these 2 million ringgit that we are contributing. So people have asked, will you reduce? I said, no, we will carry on. As they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And Penang, very tough people. So this sponsorship is open to all companies located in Penang, whether MNCs, SMEs, who send their Malaysian employees for the German dual vocational training program. And we are happy to lead again the first German dual vocational education of learn and work in Malaysia. And so far we have seen companies participating, and we hope to see more. Now, the introduction of the German dual vocational training program in Penang is a significant step, because we know when you see a product made in Germany, it is synonymous with quality. We hope that with this batch of 22 students, you will be able to brand and stamp the quality for Penang, so that when they see made in Penang, similar to what they see made in Germany, is synonymous with quality. So ini harapan dalam bahu 22 pelajar. So jangan bagi kita kecewa, dan juga jangan hampakan sama kita lah. Saya rasa itu yang lebih penting. Boleh tak? Boleh tak? Yeah, I'm very happy this time I see quite a number of women. No? How many girls are? 32? Oh, 6 ah. Female, bagus. I thought all males vocational training kan. It shows that women in Penang very, very strong. Women in Penang are very, very competent. And that's why we have the Dato' Bandar, the lady mayor, first lady mayor in Penang is a woman. MPSP also woman. many top positions also women. Now even the vocational education also for women. So you are in the right state for women. Now the German dual vocational training system represents a win-win situation for everyone. Every year, 2/3 of the year's youth begin dual training as a first step towards their vocational and personal career, and that's in Germany, where 522,000 young people set out on this path in Germany, doing vocational training education. 1.5 million in Germany. And that's why you see in Germany you have a constant stream of trained skilled force. It's not just the engineers alone, the technicians are equally critical. What's the use of having engineers if you don't have the technicians? It's just like a chief without Indians. You want to be a chief, must have Indians. You know, those Wild West, these Indians coming, Indian chief, cowboys here and there. But what's the point of being a chief without you don't have any Indians? And that is why it's important that we also continue that flow of technicians. And in Penang especially, we need technicians, we need engineers. That's why we hope that this will fill the gap. From this first batch of 22, it will be a beginning of a continuous stream of talent to reinforce our manufacturing prowess, and that's why we are very proud to sponsor this program. And in Germany, this is in high demand. You're going to take exams to enter this program. Sometimes you need even an academic degree first before you can enter this program. So it's not easy. So in future, I think when people know how good this program is, then there will be a lot of competition. People are going to take exams to come and be accepted for this program. The very nature of this system requires a cooperation between two learning venues, both the vocational school as well as industry. And that is why what we describe as work-based training is so critical. You must get the involvement of the companies. Because when they go into the company, they do this work-based training. After they graduate, immediately they know what to do. You don't have to do any retraining. I always hear complaints from the MNC saying that, you know, our graduates all come out, hey, yeah, got to teach them again for another 1 year. So, this one, no need to teach. You can immediately, like they say, plug and play. This one plug and work, you know. So immediately they can get moving. And we are, of course, very hopeful that the curriculum workout between both industry and the school would help to reinforce Penang's advantage, competitive advantage, and also, of course, our competency. Bearing in mind we are exporter with 18 billion ringgit of our balance of trade, or 22% of Malaysia's balance of trade in 2014. We are also pleased that not only do we have accreditation for PSDC, which is recognized by the Malaysian government, but also by the German Chamber of Commerce. And that accreditation is important because they can also use that in Germany. So that degree also recognized in Germany. So you can do the additional training in Germany. I think companies will also be thinking of sending them to Germany. Because once you go to Germany, you come back, sure your increase, sure your gaji go up, sure your salary go up. So I think this is a unique opportunity. Now we are aware that upskilling the local workforce will also affect local businesses. That's why we are hopeful that not only the MNCs will join in, but the SMEs, local SMEs will also join in. And we are happy that 60% of PSDC members are actually SMEs. So we are looking forward to the day it's just not other MNCs coming in, it's also SMEs coming in. I think that would help to broaden and deepen the pool available as well as, of course, the talent available. Now, in this first stage, the German dual vocational training program covers the courses for diploma and advanced diploma in the field of mechatronics. But I'm sure we can expand this to other areas. Now, I'm confident that PSDC and the host companies will take on this responsibility with excellence, and I wish the students all the best for their training and future careers. With this sponsorship of the German Dual Vocational Training Program from the Penang State Government, I am proud to announce that Penang again leads in retraining our workforce to world-class standards. Finally, we know that talent is universal, but opportunity is not. You know, that old aphorism, talent is universal, but opportunity is not. And that's why today the Penang State Government hopes that this initiative will provide our talents with the opportunity. Thank you very much.
We'd like to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Tuan accompanied by Yang Berhormat Tuan Zahirul Kerja.
The factory itself. So it's work and learn. And where they have these facilities, it's like you know, doing it on the spot, learning on the spot, with real equipment and with real products.
Sam, the 2 million will be the only time you all will be sponsoring, or?
So it is a continuous program over the 40 months. And then the number of students is not only 22, more than 22. Each student costs around 35,000. But there's also collaboration and sponsorship from the private multinational corporations. So we're telling you, revealing how many students will be able to benefit from this program. So just announcing the first batch of 22. Hopefully the next time when you go and visit the factory and see how they learn, a new way of learning. A new way of learning by working with your hands.
Any particular figures that you all are going to have a certain quota of per year, so many you all are going to send?
We will announce it later. We just want to get that first batch going first. Because a lot of people still don't know. And we want to give back the good name to vocational training. Vocational training always has a bad name in Malaysia. So we are putting this, branding this with a difference. We're giving a new branding, call it German vocational training. So people know it's German, mari punya. Germany, mari punya. So it's German vocational training. So people know that this one other standard, other class. Because this is a German vocational training where you learn at the workplace and work at the same time. Learn and work. We call that work-based training. Work-based training. So there's so many people. I'm so surprised. I thought that you have more males. I see more than half of women. I don't know where all the men go. I mean, happy, but also wonder what happened to the boys. This one is actually very, very lucrative. You don't know how much you will. If they graduate after 40 months, they'll have really. And then for these workers after 40 months, the type of pay they draw will be beyond their imagination. It will be beyond their imagination. And the company will guarantee them the jobs if they graduate. It will be lucrative.
And to add what Yang Amat had mentioned, right? This program is unique as even though they are still studying, they get allowance. And their allowance is ranged between 900 and depends on the company it's going to do. Which is for school leavers to come for this kind of program to pay at this much is actually very, very it's a great program that they get paid, work and study.
The reason why they can get 900 is because it is sponsored by the state government. So when the companies pay them 900, they get it clean. They don't have to use it to pay fees. In Germany, they will have to use it to pay part of their fees. But here, they are fully sponsored, so they get 900 clean. So I tell you, which program you can go where you work and you get paid for studying? Which program can you say you get paid for studying? So we want to tell students, apply for this program because you are being paid to study. Other place you got to pay to study. Here you are being paid to study. Anda dibayar untuk belajar. Mana ada program baik seperti ini? Hanya di Pulau Penang saja. Who knows that young people who are not interested in going to universities but want to do some work with their hands, I think they should apply for this program. This is a unique opportunity. We are actually open to everyone. Of course, preference to Penang Nights, but we are open to everyone. All Malaysians, all Malaysians, no foreign workers. Just try to imagine how much you get paid. So it's actually a very lucrative position and a very good opportunity. But they must work hard for the 40 months to get the advanced diploma.
Yeah.
They must really work hard.